do that. And this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, a little bit of this, this. Do you do, you thing do? Our, our work do. There we go. I do. Stream good. Sound there. English. Speak. Do I? Anyways, I'm back, baby! I was not here at all last week, because of life stuff. And now I'm freaking back. Gonna get back to it. Uh, just gonna pause there for a second and just stare ahead as I try to think of what I'm gonna say next. Just like, everybody does. Mouth agape, stock still, not moving a single muscle, making everybody think the stream just crashed. A completely normal thing to do. Anyways, where the hell am I? I'm here. Hello, my name is 10K Hours, put in the time, so my art is no longer a crime. Um, I am an amount of time that I just don't know anymore. Um, Gosh, I didn't even make it to like 100 hours before the timing thing completely fell off. I just, I have come to a decision. One, I need to be speaking from my diaphragm more because I speak constantly with my throat all day for work and not from my friggin' diaphragm. And I'm going to hurt my voice if I keep this up. Toodles, which is two, but said like a moron. Um, Two, I just had to burp really loudly. And three, I'm back, baby. Oh, but no, there was a part of me where I was like, don't want to do this. But then there was another part of me that's like, no, that's why you're doing this. Because you don't want to do it. Because you need to do it. So now I'm here. All right. Speaking of being here, oh, I need to friggin' dig in, change my. Hold up a minute. What am I doing with my life? I don't need any of this. I don't need any of you. I need the figure drawing. All right, only covered models. Only covered models. Only covered adult models. All right, I'm going to do something a little bit different at the beginning of this one. Instead of doing my normal warm up, which is me drawing some faces badly so I can get something bad out of the way, which is honestly probably something that I should do. But I've been thinking, hey, I want to not just be practicing drawing faces, even though I do need that help a lot. Um, I also want to be drawing just like the full body and doing all of that business. So I've been thinking about changing up, well, I've been thinking about changing up my warm up. That's what I'm trying to say. Saying it in the most roundabout, obtuse way. So I'm thinking about changing my warm up because I've been doing the same thing for months. Let's do something different. Um, my brain's doing great. It's not on fire right now. Um, so, also this goes into what I'm practicing today. I want to spend today and Thursday practicing, which is practicing but said like a moron, um, doing the thing that is close. Uh, I want to practice and learn and suffer and do and be and relegate, annihilate, subjugate, sublimate, all of that. There's pretty much all of the eights with clothes. I want to eight some clothes. uh, you know what? Sometimes I'm just like, that thing you just said, that was pure genius. And other times I wish I was dead. No, I honestly really don't like that kind of humor, I'm going to be honest. Um, but it's hard not to do it because it's so in the public zeitgeist right now. Suicide's funny. Anyways. All right, what am I doing? All right, there we go. Beautiful, amazing, incredible, absolutely stunning. Um, right, so I want to be learning how to draw clothes. So I thought for my warm up today, hey, why don't I just make my warm up drawing the person I'm going to be doing the clothes on? Um, sounds about right. And whoever I get, um, actually, I'm probably going to do. You know what? No. I was like, oh, let's switch it up. I'll do like two people. I'll do like. Actually, I switched. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. I'm gonna switch this to. We're gonna do. Since I just spent like forever drawing Link, we're gonna switch it up and do the ladies today. That was a awful thing I just said. We're gonna switch it up and we'll switch it up. I guess I'll do a woman today. No, we're gonna switch it up, and I want to draw a person, a woman, a female. There's really no good way to say it that doesn't make me sound like I'm some sort of weird creeper. I'm realizing, so I'm just going to go with. I'm gonna draw a woman today. I could just be overthinking this, but who cares? All right, I'd rather overthink it than underthink it. Medium thinking is always the way to go. Medium rare, best steak. Medium thinking, we did it. And I'm going to stick with Bliggity Black because I can put literally anything on top of that. All right, we're going to draw a lady today. I have, whenever there's, whenever I'm doing the full figures and line of action, that's what this is called. Oh my God. I scrolled up to look at what the title was and then didn't look at the title. Looked up at the top, like at the tab, and realized it said practice tools for artists, had a minor panic attack, and then looked down a single inch. Yeah, whenever I do like the full figure studies, I am always terrified that I do not have only covered models checked, and I'm gonna end up with some just straight up porn on stream. Don't want that. Like only covered and only adult. I want checked. All right, I'm gonna give myself 10 minutes. I'm gonna draw this body, and then we're going to go to it. So today I'm going to work on drawing clothes on women. Thursday is going to be the Dude Broskis. And then Sunday, I have something that I want to start on. I have a project. I think Sunday is going to be project days. Um, I don't know what I'm doing with my hand, but I feel like now that I pointed it out, I just have to keep doing it. I'm going to stop. Um, oh God, I'm on one today. My brain's working great. Just absolutely incredible. Um, unstoppable, uncontainable, unreachable, unmappable, undeliverable, utterly unstupendable. All right. That last one got me a little bit. All right. There's no one who can make me laugh like me, which is a little sad. All right, let's quick shilly-shallying and dilly-dally and willy-wallying and any other consonants that I can think of to not jump into this. I've been jawing for like 10 minutes. All right. My brain's working so good. All right, let's friggin' get to this. We're going to draw our model. In 10 minutes, I'm going to draw this person. I really just kind of want to get the body shape, and then we're just going to go around. And I think what I'm going to practice on is I'm literally just going to look up some fashion. I'm going to be like, all right, I have this shirt. I have this person in this pose. Let's see if I can take this shirt and put it, or these clothes and put them on this person. And this is really just trying to figure it out. I studied a little bit, like learned about like I think the videos, some of the videos I was watching focus on like lines of tension, like places where things sag and whatnot, as well as not making sure that like it's a straight line across because that doesn't look correct, but kind of like letting it bunch up and kind of fall over the body naturally. The sad noise. Hey there. Hey, we already got somebody here. All right. Um, I'm gonna be learning how to practice clothes today, but first I need a model to draw with. Here we go. Perfect. Oh man, she's completely turned around. You know what? This is actually going to be good. Let's go with it. All right. I'm going to pause it because it's only supposed to take like 10 minutes. Actually, you know what? Hold up. I'm going to try to give myself the 10 minutes and see how it goes. Uh, I know I've been sleeping on, yeah, I've seen the title, so I'm joining. I appreciate it. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm so out of practice. Uh, I did not stream at all last week because of some life stuff, and I just realized I have no idea what I'm doing. I actually am going to pause this. Or, actually, you know what? There we go. Okay. We're going to move on to one that's a little bit more front-facing because of... Actually, no, this is good because it's got... I want to be practicing uh, clothes. So it's got one arm that's just hanging down, one that's being raised up, and then the legs going in front of each other. Okay, so this is actually probably going to be a pretty good pose to practice some drawing clothing on, which is more than this girl has right now. There's something about the panties being like way up that makes women look way more naked than if it was like down a little bit. I can't explain it to me, but my first reaction was like, oh, this is a naked woman, because the panties were just like up a little bit higher than normal. that it doesn't make any sense now that I'm thinking about it. It's like that doesn't make any sense. This is literally no different than a two-piece swimsuit. In fact, it's probably less revealing than most two-piece swimsuits. But something about it just riding up a little bit higher gave me like a oh no, porn on stream kind of reaction. Oh boy. All right, here we go. All right, now I'm thinking. All right. All right. Da 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 da. Uh, da, da, da. I'm just trying to get the. Gosh, I haven't drawn a person in forever. All right. And actually, hold on a second. Swimsuits have a lot more reveal nowadays. I know, right? I was saying like this is not nearly as revealing as most swimsuits, but there was just something about it riding up higher that made me feel like it was, and it doesn't make any sense. All right, all right. I am immediately. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right. Hold up a second. Let's treat these. Why is? Oh my God. I accidentally. Hold up a second. I just realized that I have an extra layer of gray over. So I was wondering why I was erasing things. It was leaving like splotches in the background. I was like, what? All right, so spine goes this. Oh, spine does not go that much. Spine goes a little bit this way and then back down straight. The hips are pretty much straight on till morning. You know what? Hey, we're just getting in the. Let's see, a little bit of a turn, and then down, up and around, back of the back. All right. I just want to get the basics in here. She has really straight shoulders. Like, look at this. She has really straight shoulders. And other weird things that you notice about people when you stare at them for and start scrutinizing them so that you can draw them. I swear, I hope I never meet or any of the people who I've drawn I say things about because I know I'm going to say something dumb like, oh gosh, if I ever do like a live like model drawing, I know I'm going to say something dumb like, wow, you have a really curvy back or something stupid or like one of those things like you wouldn't think about this and at no point has ever crossed your mind that it may be something right or wrong, but just the fact that you're hearing this now makes you think, wait, is that normal? Oh gosh. Also, necks be long. Okay. And then I am already in focus mode. Alright, I don't think her shoulders go out. Her shoulders do not go out that far. That's one of the things I'm realizing right now. Oh man, I needed to do this. I have not drawn a person in forever. Last time I fully drew a person when I was doing my Link fan art, and I finished that drawing a while ago, and I've mostly just been trying to fix it up for a while. Her shoulders are still not that wide. Wow, I really gave her some wide shoulders. That's one of those things. You're never quite sure how to, why to make shoulders. Shoulders are not that big. All right, we're just going to get the general in there and then go from there. All right, that's the first link. It's the second link in the chain. And then there's the I see that the hand is actually up here past the shoulder, so it's like that. And the hand is doing its thing. Finger, 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 finger. We're not going to worry too much about where the hands are. I just want a body that I can slap some clothes on, if I'm going to be honest. But we might as well use this as an opportunity. No trapezius. Well, I'm quite abnormal, so I can't judge. Trapezius. Sorry, I don't know how to do. I was about to say a really dumb dad joke about, sorry, I don't know how to do circus acts. And I couldn't make it through. My brain was like, no. I do not know which muscle is the trapezius. I know it's somewhere up here in the arm area. I probably should. That seems like a thing that would be good to know. We're gonna gonna get the leg. What am I doing? I know how to draw legs. What am I doing with my life? Hold up. I know how to draw legs. All right. We got hua, 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 hua. I have made her knees insane. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm really glad I'm doing this. I needed this practice so very bad. So very bad. And yeah, hold on. No, foot's like a little bit, then it's coming forward. Okay, now I know why the leg looks weird. I have it going up way too high. Alright, I'm actually going to try to draw this leg normal without taking my shortcut, because I think it's in too weird a position to do it. Usually, if you want a leg, you go, wait, no, I did, bup, duh. You got a freaking leg. Um, 4 lines. But because of this, okay, yeah, it cuts off like, and then around and down, and just the toes are really touching. Around, and the leg, or the leg goes around here. Why does she look weird? That's because I made her hips way too thick, that's why. Shoulders and hips. I have a bad habit of making them too thick. Alright, there we go. Now let's erase some of this inner stuff. Ooh, that's a big sparkle. Erase my guides and see how it looks. I'm not too worried about giving her a head right now. Although that is something that I need to work on. Oh, I completely forgot her other arm. Oh my god. Alright. And I probably do need to actually let's see. Probably do need to add just a little bit of her underclothes. So that I at least know where things are, or else it's impossible to tell. So I think I'm going to at least add these lines. And I have to fix her arm something fierce. It's way too long and thick. And there is a well, there was a fruit fly on my screen. Now there's just a smashed fruit fly. I don't know what it is, but this summer I have consistently and always you're doing better than me so far. I've not even started. Still opening my account to get the serial number. Nice. Hey, you know what? That's better. That's more than you've done in months. But I don't know what it is this summer, but I have consistently and without fail had a single fruit fly around my computer screens at all times. I have set up stuff to kill them. I have swatted them whenever I get a chance, and still, there's never multiple. There's always just like a single fruit fly that is around at all times. And it's always only ever one, too. Never multiples. Okay, now I realize what's looking weird. Hold up a second. There's a lot of things that are weird. But needs to go out a little bit there and back in. Actually, you know what? No, she's turned just a little bit. So I think it was better when it was straight because it. Yeah, okay. That actually makes more sense to my brain now. I have to do our other arm still. Hold up. All right. We're just going to erase this arm for a bit because I have to completely fix it anyways. All right, we're not going to erase this much of it. I'm going to leave some of these lines so I have a place to actually start. There we go. Okay. I'm going to do the arm of the back and then the arm of the front because I need to. Uh, too much shoulder. There we go. All right, we got first link, second link, third link of the chain. All right, there we go. Also, all right, hold up. There's another thing I'm doing. That's an issue. I have fallen into some bad habits. I'm doing a ton of little lines. And it's given my art a quality and a sloppiness that I don't really like, if I'm going to be honest. It is easy to fall into and do, but difficult to break myself of. Thumb. Got fingers coming down and around. All right, now let's iterate a little. Let's see. Still open my account. My window is open to allow the AC to work. Things have made their home in my room. Yeah. Yeah, they'll do that. I tell you what, I have central air. So I have vents where the AC comes out of, and that is still the case. I don't know what it is. I did not have this issue last year, although it could be I moved into this apartment in September. So maybe they were already gone by then. But uh, yeah, also her arm's coming more in. But I have had so many spiders in my apartment this summer. And they're not like little spiders too. Like they're pretty big spiders. Like usual size is probably about the size of like a nickel, which isn't crazy big, but I mean, like I kill at least 2 to 3 fairly big spiders a day, and I don't know where they're all coming from. Like I know they're all living in my walls, which if I'm gonna be honest, if I'm gonna have an infestation of an animal or a bug, I would. This is going to sound insane, but I would much rather it be spiders than something like, say, a cockroach. Because spiders are at least eating all of the other creepy crawlies that are way worse. So I would much rather have spiders all over my house than pretty much any other insect. Uh, and these spiders I get are all big and fat and slow, so I can kill them all pretty easily. But they're definitely like all over my house and they're definitely crawling on me when I sleep and there's literally nothing I can do about it. So I just have to live with that fact that spiders are crawling on me as I sleep. Uh, but you know what? There's something oddly comforting about being the fact like, well, I literally can't change this. I just got to live with it. That it's just like, all right, well, it is what it is. And you just go with it. Does not help with the bug issues for me. Yeah, that won't help. Gotta get your room cleaned up. I need to not just get my room cleaned up, I need to get my whole house cleaned up. It's in dire need of it. Although I started today. There's nothing quite like there's nothing quite like desperately needing to find something that'll make you clean up a whole bunch of stuff. Why does his arm look weird? Oh, it's because I have it so like it's bent forward rather than back. Um, and the shoulder's too big. Okay. Oh, no, it's too big right there. That's what it is. I gave her these huge forearms, and that's why it looked weird. Okay. 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 But let's see. Part of the life reason why I was gone last week is Tuesday I had last Tuesday I had computer problems, and I had to spend a bunch of time fixing my computer, so that is why I was not on. And then Thursday I had to spend a bunch of time putting in an insurance claim because somebody rear-ended me. And my appointment to get my car looked at and the estimate put in so I can get it fixed is tomorrow morning. And I realized today that I needed to bring my license and registration. And I realized today I didn't know where my car registration was. I know it had been sent to me, but I could not find it or remember where it was. It was not in my car where it should be. Um, okay, there we go. So I had to find all the loose papers and like random mail trash that were in my house. Uh, times today I paid a person that is. I mean, yeah. But I had to go through like all of the loose papers and trash and mail and everything in my house until I, by the grace of God, found it. Uh, so I am all good to go to get my car fixed tomorrow, or at least start the process of getting my car fixed tomorrow. Which, whoo boy, if I had to delay that again, and it's really just like some more cosmetic stuff than anything else. Uh, well, okay, that and the bumper. My bumper is falling off because the guy rear-ended that. All right, I'm not gonna worry too much about the hands. I really just need a body. Okay, there we go. Legs look weird. That's because they're super thick. Okay. We're gonna fix this a little. It's the back part. Alright. Oh, I don't think that fixed it. That did not fix it. Because I put all the weight down here. Alright, I see. I see. I see. It's got to be a little more gradual. But a guy rear-ended me, messed up my bumper. But I still can't really drive because the bumper is like barely hanging on. So, uh, that looks extra weird. That looks worse. Uh, oh. But, so, I've been barely driving anywhere or doing anything over the past couple days, or since last Thursday as I try to. So my bumper doesn't fall off in the middle of the road, and then now I've caused a wreck because people are swerving to miss my bumper. Um, so did not want that. So I have just taped on my bumper as best I can, and I was barely driving anywhere. And All right. I'm not going to worry too much about this. I just kind of want to get this in general. And I wanted to get a place where I could put some clothes. Wanted to get a figure I could put some clothes on. Figured I might as well use this for some practice as well. There we go. I'm not going to worry about the head. What I am going to worry about is how long I made this torso. And how thick I made her. No wonder things look weird. All right. There we go. All right. That's better. That's better. All right. I would avoid driving. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I have avoided driving. Um, and I desperately want to get my car fixed. And I already had to put it off till Wednesday because those are the days that my dad has off, and he needs to give me a ride to the rental car place uh, after I drop off my car. So I know I'm not going to fix anything more. Even though I can see more things to fix, I'm not going to do it. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. All right. Thank you, unnamed model with the straight shoulders. We appreciate you. Um, and I swear, uh, even though your panties riding up makes you look slightly more naked than it should, um, what you're wearing is perfectly tasteful. All right, let's let's just. I just want to like find some clothes and just slap them on and see what we got. Let's just do it. Um, I am literally just going to Google women's fashion and see what comes up. Find some clothes and go for it. Um, oh wow. I don't think some of those things at the top could be shown. Let's start off. Let's start off easy. I don't know what is going to be easy though. That is the thing. And also, I don't have safe search on, so I should not scroll down too far because this is Google. Oh boy. Um, there we go. Let's go with casual. I like casual. There we go. Okay. Um, here we go. You know what? Here we go. There we go. We just got a shirt and some jeans. We're gonna keep it easy. I'm just gonna take what this lady is wearing and try to put it on this still too wide-shouldered model or figure that I've drawn. And I'm going to try to not fix it, even though it is driving me a little crazy, and I don't know how I would fix it easy. Um, Oh my gosh, that's so much better. All right. Much, much, much better. All right. Gosh, as soon as you start being able to notice stuff, you can't stop noticing it. Um, that is super fun. All right. But you know what? Hey, you know what? It's a good thing that I can notice it. That that actually shows improvement. So I'm happy with that. All right, and now I need to stop trying to fix the model. All right, stop, 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 stop. All right, we got pants and a shirt. We're just gonna try to slap it on here. Let's do this. First thought in my mind, I'm sure he thought this through, right? Gonna layer this. Yes. No, I didn't forget to make a layer. That's silly. Why would I forget to do that? That would be crazy. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm also gonna do this in. I want to do this in a different color. We're just trying to get. I'm not looking to color these today, so I think we're just gonna. We're just gonna. Want to differentiate this from the actual mannequin, I guess. All right. Let's start with. Let's start with the jeans. I don't know if I should say what came into my mind. But it's kind of a good point. I'm trying to think like, all right. Oh gosh. I'm starting with the pants and I'm like, all right. So in my clothes model, gosh, I feel terrible. Um, oh gosh. I don't even know of a good way to say this, I'm going to be so honest. Yeah, I mean, like one of the first thoughts I had was like, all right, so where is this lady's vajayjay in relation to the top of her pants? Like, what's the like how much space is there? Um, because I was trying to measure it out, and I was like, that's a really weird thing to think about. Yeah, what's like, or like, what's the space? What's the space from V to belt? Like, what's the space from V to belt? And it was one of those things I was like, oh God, that was like a real like, all right, we do actually need to measure this out and try to like eyeball this and make this look similar on this model. But at the same time, that one thought, like just in isolation and out of context, was like, I'm a bad person. uh, all right, all right, hold up. I missed a week and now I'm all over the place. Thinking about where people's V's are. Okay, I have to stop making jokes about it. Actually, you know what? No. um, thinking about where the pants sit on on this person. Right. One of the things that got me into this was I was thinking about, or actually, one of the reasons why I decided to do this is because I was thinking about like I was thinking about like character design, and I think YouTube read my mind because it I can't erase that line. It's on a completely different layer because it recommended me a video of like a guy talking about like, hey, why do the character designs for like these people's costumes reverse engineer the mannequin? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. It's like, hey, why do these costumes in this fantasy setting work and these don't? And like breaking it down, and I was like, oh, this is actually super interesting. And I'm sitting there like enthralled. Then I'm like, you know what? No, I need to figure out how to draw clothes. Um, oh, what was it? It was a guy. He's like a professional, like Renaissance cosplayer or something like that. Or like Renaissance or like medieval, like Ren Fair, like costumer for stuff like that. And he was talking about how like the costumes in the like original Lord of the Rings trilogy, how they really work for those characters, and why the ones in like the Amazon show don't. Specifically focusing on like Aragorn's costume and whatnot, and these other ones, and uh, and even though it was for stuff like it was for live action, like a lot of stuff that he was talking about, like translated to this medium as well. Um, and that got me really, and that immediately piqued my interest. And now I'm like, well, I gotta try to translate this. And this is going to be a little, just, I think just a little lower on this side. Yeah. And then some of the stuff that I was looking at was like, hey, you want to make sure like clothes should not look perfect on a person. And in fact, it's the fact that they look imperfect that makes them look more real. Like this lady, this side, let's see, the actual like clothes model, I'm going to call her. Uh, the belt is sitting down way lower on her right side, our left, and way higher on our right side, her left. Uh, is from the anime Bleach. I'm so ignorant as well. Yo, same. Tight Kubo, baby. And then that led me to a few YouTube rabbit trails. One of them was speaking of Bleach. One of them was literally like a guy was showing like a fashion YouTuber like some of like the cuts and clothes for the characters in Bleach, and was like having them like put them on a tier list. Um, and ended up watching like two of those videos because like, oh, I don't care anything about fashion, but I guess I'll watch this. YouTube rabbit holes are fun. I need to focus. I'm drawing. All right. We got pants. We got jeans. They go all the way down to the ankles. Like, let's figure out. They're also pretty tight, so they're not going to be really. Okay, so they're pretty tight around the ankles. So there's going to be like just like the littlest bit that's coming out, but really not much. And like same back here. All right. All right. Now, where are the jeans going to be bunching up? They're going to be bunching up. Okay, well, on her, they're bunching up around the thighs, which seems pretty normal. That's where pretty much all of them bunch up. That's where mine are, and I'm sitting down. It's going to be around the V, around the knee, and around the ankle, too. But it's going to be kind of bunching up around there. And then there's also, for her, there's a little bit on the inner thigh as well. Because that's the thing about clothes, is getting the basic outline is getting the basic outline is easy. It's pretty much just the outline of the body. It's trying to figure out all the places where it's imperfect. because it's those little imperfections, those bunches up, the parts where it like sticks out a little bit. Those are the parts that make it look really real. All right, and I know I'm going to be covering up where it's buttoned with the belt, but still, the fact of just like having that little bit there, uh, actually does help because it helps you figure out like this seam a little bit more. Okay, okay, okay. Is from Anime Beach. Hey, Maytari, I'm learning how to draw clothes. Welcome, welcome. And by learning, I mean, yeah, I'm learning. I was about to say fumbling my way through, but that's what learning is. So I'm learning how to draw clothes, uh, and messing up my canvas. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Um, Beautiful. All right. Breaking out the smaller eraser now. That means things are getting serious. All right. Let's see. The outer thigh. Okay. Okay. So hold on. There's a few lines that are just driving me absolutely insane that I have to get rid of. Oh my gosh. Not those. No. Just these. There we go. There we go. Around in here. Yay. Around in here. He's around like right there. Okay. Much better. He's around here. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, hold up. There we go. Hold on. I'm on the wrong layer. Boobs do not look like one giant mound. They just don't. Sorry, media. Boobs being one large regular mound is just what the false media wants you to think. Fake news. I am so full of just bad, stupid jokes tonight. All right, you know what? That's not a just tonight thing. Let's be honest. That's just me, period, kind of thing. Anyways, also she was not that well endowed, so I gotta fix this. All right, there we go. Much better. Also, saying the phrase well endowed made me feel like a real creep. There's so many things about drawing people that I'm like, just trying to make observations about, like, no, this is more accurate to this person, make me sound like a real psycho. All right, there we go. There we go. Better. I'm very slowly learning animation. Yay, awesome. So I'm cleaning my room, so it's hard to read chat. That's all right. I didn't read chat for like my first 10 streams because I could, even though I had an iPad, it never occurred to me to actually use the iPad to read chat because I couldn't have it up on my computer. Actually, was it you, Maytari? It was somebody in my chat that actually suggested it to me, and I was like, I'm an idiot. Uh, I don't remember who it was though. All right, now I need to do the part I've been avoiding. The friggin' belt. So, Maytara, you just got here. Literally what I'm trying to do is I drew a person for my warm-up, and now I'm just trying to pick some clothes and see if I can just take those clothes and put them on this person and seeing what I can learn about this process in the meantime. We're just seeing what we can do. And I really need this because I have an idea for what I want, for what a project that I want to do next, and it requires me to really know how to draw clothes. It really requires me to know how to draw clothes. All right. All right. And then there's this is a like a thick. What is that part of the belt? Is that like a buckle, a latch? What is the part of the belt that actually goes through the hole? Anyway, I just realized something about your art. You're making one big mistake, and no, it's not the anatomy. Your lines are short, and they appear to be drawn in multiple strokes. Better lines are done in one stroke and all. Yes. Yeah, you're right. That is a very bad habit of mine. And one I keep saying, ah, I need to break this, and then I don't. Because of stuff like that, where I just drew the same line 30 times because I didn't like it. Um, it is a very bad habit. But the only way to break it is by doing it the right way. All right, there we go. All right, now let's see if I can fix some of these. What am I trying to do? How do I show like it's really like scrunching up here in the middle? Write that down. Write that down. SpongeBob me. Like, there's really going to be a lot of scrunching here because I was about to say model, but the mannequin that I've made, let's be honest, but I feel like the more like lines I add trying to show like it's really scrunched up, the more it just looks like that area is colored in. I think it's going to be less lines and more just like and more just like thicker lines. Yes. Okay. That looks better. That looks better. Okay. Actually, let's... Okay, yeah, if we got rid of the underdrawing, would you still be able to tell that this is a pair of pants? Speaking of solid lines, actually, that's not bad. All right. Nope, no, we don't want that. Oh, I just made the line really thick. What the, why is it, make that go away. Ah, ah. All right. One of the reasons why you don't like your lines is because you're drawing them with just your wrist. So they're super inconsistent. Got to get your whole arm into it. Mr. Me. There we go. All right. Oh gosh. There we go. All right. Looking more like a pair of pants now, which is great. That's what I want. I'm making the lines too thick. Yes, I am. Let's use a slightly skinnier brush. That works too. Oh, there we go. Pants look weird by themselves. All right. Then there's also going to be places where the sides of pants are not just do not perfectly hug the body. They kind of bulge out a little bit. Not that much. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I got the general line in there. Let's do it without my mannequin underneath and see if I can make something that kind of works with it. You know? Although these little like bunch outs, you know, that technical term, are a lot smaller, more imperceptive. All right, then we got the holes. I want to do the holes. I want to do the holes. What are these right here? Oh yeah, these are. All right, so the inside of the leg. So she's gonna. I'm literally crossing my legs. I don't know if you can see this on streams. I backed up and I'm literally crossing my legs over the other one so I can see what my jeans are doing. Uh, when they're crossed in the front. And they definitely bunch up a lot more around in here. That is a fact, Jack. Um, and if your name is not Jacked, I'm sorry, that fun. That. Hold on one second while I reboot my brain. Because as I try to say, if your name isn't Jack, then that fact was not for you. But I said if your name isn't Jack, then that yeah. Oh my God. Oy. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. We're getting there. All right. Then there's the bottom of the leg, bottom of the pants. I've just kind of made some lines down there right now, but that's not quite right. All right. Another thing, I was looking up stuff before this, and another thing that was really emphasized was like, hey, you need to be paying attention to how gravity affects this stuff. Um, even if something is only going to fall like in one direction a little bit, it's still going to fall in that one direction a little bit. So, like, one of the things they used was with like a short sleeve shirt, where like even though the shirt falls down, it doesn't like stay fully rounded when it falls down. It still like goes into a little bit more of a point when it falls down, even if it's just a little bit. Um, and how all that stuff really helps in making clothes actually look like, clothes, rather than just something that's levitating off of a person. And even though this one, like, this foot's going to be up a little bit, and even though the pants are only going to fall down this way slightly, that is a thing that they are still going to do. I am falling back into my bad habits. You know what? I went into this being like, yeah, I'm going to draw a few things on this person. I'm an hour in and I'm still working on this one pair of pants. Okay. I need to start just. Oh my God. No. Too far. All right. I just realized I have summer outfit ideas for women over 50. That's the one that I chose. I was like, oh, this model looks a little older. Didn't think that it was for women over 50, but who cares? I wanted something that was like, don't be too much, please. Okay. Ah, sorry. My ears are ringing like mad and I need to pop them. Ah. All right. All right. And then they're also gonna like come down this way just a little bit. There we go. All right. Gotta think about all this stuff. And then they're not gonna just be like that. They're gonna bunch up down here. All right. Go. All right, and then I'm already in. I was trying to say I'm already in focus mode because I'm barely talking. Oh boy. But let's be honest, I've been in focus mode for like half an hour already. I started in focus mode because I didn't know what I was doing. I turned on the stream and I was like, haha, I've never done this before. Haha, here we go. When it really, actually, I think, yeah, in 4 days, I believe it was January 22nd, I started doing this. So I'm actually close to my 6 month anniversary. Woo! Um, Someone told me, hey, Red Narrow Bird. Hey, hello, welcome. IDK, what the hell's gotten into me? But I've gotten tired more earlier. Maybe I just sleep earlier now. IDK. Honestly, that's a good thing. If you're falling asleep earlier, embrace it. As someone who is in his 30s and still can't go to sleep until like midnight or after, embrace being able to fall asleep earlier. But I'm glad you're here. Sorry you missed me last week. I had life stuff, computer troubles, car troubles, yada yada yada. But I'm back, baby. Back in those New York blues. And I'm learning how to draw clothes. This looks like a piece of wood that has a bunch of like little divots chopped out of it, rather than, wrinkles. How do I make you look like wrinkles? Is adding a little bit on the outside do it? A little bit? How wrinkles do? Who wrinkles? Why wrinkles? What wrinkles? Actually, hold on. What I did up here was I just made the lines a little thicker. Oh yeah. That help? Maybe a little? Man. Uh, I have a terrible memory. Did I once send you a drawing? Or I wake up at 6 or 7 before. The sad noise. I don't think you've sent me one over Discord because I don't, or maybe you did. I don't know. I don't think so. I know I set it up so people can actually whisper stuff to me now on uh, Twitch. That's what this is on. So you might have sent one to me there. I don't remember. Oh yeah, there's also the knees. I'm just kind of going through this. There's a lot of, honestly, there's a lot of tiny ones around the knees. And there's some right above the knees too. They're tinier. You can't see them there. All right, when I put the model back in, there we go. All right, well, it's 9:16 for me. I have to sleep before 12, yeah. I played guitar for a while and I've made my style jazz and blues on accident. I don't know how or why, and if I hate or like it. I'm not going to say the full name of the account. Does your Discord start with a Z? I think it does. Yeah, I think maybe you did send me something. But it does, yeah, it does start with a Z. I had to stop and think, does it? Most of them do, because that's the first letter of my first name. It would help if I was not erasing. All right, there we go. Uh, all right, now let's get back to this. Let's try to draw this shirt. And the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, why did I do this? All right, so where to start? We're starting up here. We'll start at the top. Why not? What color do I have? Not the one I want. Okay. Actually, we're gonna do a different color. Ah, oh my gosh. My ears are ringing so bad right now. Ah. Gotta equalize the pressure in them. All right, so. All right, so the collar is gonna be hanging down this way a bit and going in, and then it's gonna be doing a little bit, but the opposite way on this side, going around and down. Just gonna go in just a bit and then down. All right, where's gonna actually, hold up, where's my middle? Let's find that. Let's set points rather than just kind of eyeballing it. All right, so the middle is gonna be like right around here going down. So that means it's gonna be about, like right there is gonna be the middle. Okay, so it's gonna be like that, then it's gonna go in a bit, and then it's going to, there's a V here. It's gonna go down to about right there-ish. You do not pull out pencils to erase. Fun art fact that I just learned. What does this look like? This looks like some jeans that are just sitting there. And then like it's raining on them or something. Anyways. Alright. Alright, and this is gonna be open just a bit and go back towards the middle. Huh. really do like that. All right. And then another thing I learned is, gosh, popping my ears is doing nothing. Ah, let's see. It's like a mixture between jazz and blues. It's a heavy mixture. Able and kind of hide the jazz. So yeah, not that it's bad. I just never focus on jazz. I think jazz gets everybody eventually. If you don't mind, I want to send this one drawing. Uh, I did after that stream. It was still work in progress. Layers be like. True. Sure, why not? I'd love to see some drawings. All right. And this shirt is pretty loose. So it's going to go out and then it's going to go in like just a little below the chest, but not much. Why do I have it going like that? It's going to come down to about right there. Okay. And just a little like that. There we go. Rid of all these extra lines. Not going to quite be that straight though. All right, this is also not a full button down, so it's going to stop right about there. So I actually don't got to worry about those bits that I was drawing. All right. Something that still strikes me as not quite right about this, but I don't know what yet. So I'm going to move on and it'll come to me. All right. And then maybe this isn't the best. I erased a little bit more than I should have. I want to save that space for the actual clothes themselves. What pose is this? Like eBay's version of the dab? Uh, the mannequin is pointing, I believe. It looks off from the awkward stance. Yeah, it was like this lady who had her legs crossed. She was like, had her hands off to this side, and she was like pointing at something over here. It was just supposed to be like one of those random poses that was on Line of Action. I don't know why I said poses like that, but I just felt it in my bones, and it happened. Uh, that just lived inside of me. All right. All right. And then the shirt. All right. So the shirt's going to have this, that. There's a lot that's being covered up. I made this shoulder over here way too big, I'm now realizing. She has a huge, huge right shoulder and a kind of a small left shoulder that I'm just now realizing. Um, but whatever, it's too late. It's 9:30. I only got like a half hour left. I'm not fixing that. Um, the more I look at this arm, the more I'm like, like I gotta work with this a little. Oh, I'm using the wrong color. No. There we go. It's like this, just this one arm at her side. Actually, no, it was bent just a little bit like this, but it was still at her side. Okay, there we go. There we go. Better. Better, better, better. Still not perfect, but better. All right. And these, oh, no, I need to get my color I was using back. Okay. All right. They're going around. Okay. And then this shirt like hangs off and down. And even it has like purposeful like wrinkles and crinkles around this part of the arm. So let's just purposefully put those in. And then it flares out at the wrist. So let's go for that. Just freaking go for it. Let's go. Kind of like. Then there's a lot more like some stuff around the elbow. How's this looking so far? It's definitely looking. All right. And then when it comes to the actual like, I'm using the eraser. There we go. When it comes to the actual body, it's a very loose fitting shirt, so it kind of just hangs off. All right. Hold on. I need to stop it with all these little lines. I keep saying that I'm going to work on that, then I don't. So it hangs off and even kind of like comes out a bit around the hip. All right. And I hit the button on my pen again. Let's see. Looks like fancy poses. Dr. Fancy Pants poses a screenshot of a dance move. Oh, I'm confused. So I got to the same school next year. This year, I suppose I wore a mask for all the years except this year. How weird will that be? Patricia, they will remember you better. Parents would rather not. They threw away all my masks, so kind of can't. Eh. Well, I still have like two, but they probably won't let me wear it at graduation or last year. That's true. If you started going in 2020, then you would have worn a mask for pretty much every year. Especially if this was like high school or college, you would have worn a mask for pretty much every year. That's weird to think about. Oh man. And I just threw away, I just threw away my last mask today. Not because I hate masks, but because it was really old. It had been sitting in my car for like literally a year and it smelled awful. So I was like, this is actually more of a safety hazard than it is a health hazard than it is a health help. So I threw it away and was like, if I need one in a place, I'll have an extra one. uh, all right. And then same thing over here. It's gonna bunch up a little around here. And then it's gonna hang off but still hug a little bit. And then bunch out at the hip again. fun part is going to be figuring out how to show this on the actual shirt itself. Actually, hold on. This lady has more tucked in at the front and then more out at the sides. So she's got like a couple tucks right there. Then it's going to be hanging down. It's going to be hanging down a little bit. Back up and around. Okay, there we go. Let's get rid of some of these extra lines that I keep adding. All right. All right, I just need to go for it and get this last arm in here. All right, so there's going to be a lot of like bunching around there, and there's going to be some gonna hang down a little bit back here. It's gonna go. Nope. Stop hitting the button on the pen. It's gonna go along. Oh, two. It's gonna go along the top of this arm, but it's gonna hang down below just a bit. Gonna be some bunching right here. Not how bunching works. There we go. That's how bunching works. Looking like a nerd emoji pointing in the end. All I know is the people at my school are jackasses. This will be fun. Let's see. Gotcha. That'll be a funky ass. Document it and present it as extra credit for your social studies teacher. At last, graduation or last year, return it once more. Document it. Be funny for the first day I showed up looking like a nerd. I am lost in this conversation. Yeah, but this is going to be. I don't know what grade you guys are in, but that is funny to think about. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're having you still wear masks in school this last year. Well, I guess I live in Missouri, and I worked for a school district for part of this last year. I was an IT guy for them. I'm immediately covering up some of the stuff that I drew before. And I had to wear a mask in the beginning, but about like halfway through the school year, they let us do away with them. which was kind of nice. It was like a little bit of a return to like some normalcy and not too soon. Oh God, what was it? Oh man. All right, so I don't even know. Yeah, I'll tell this story. In 2021, I was living in Tennessee at the time. This looks dumb. This doesn't look anything like it does in this picture. These are way too big. Some accordion ass sleeves going on up in here. Holy crap, gotta get rid of these. All right, but it was 2021. I was living in Tennessee at the time, and it was like kind of in the place where I was like, most people are vaccinated. Like, what's the word on this? Like, we don't know. It was like in an in between time where people didn't know like what the laws or whatnot were going to be, and neither did corporations. But so there was this local food chain or grocery store chain called Kroger, which is a real place. Um, and they were like, "Hey, as long as you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear. We're gonna like make the call that as long as you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear masks in stores." And I was like, "All right, you know what? We got to get back to some normalcy eventually. Like we can't always live in this heightened state. I'm gonna try this. Um, just try to like ease myself back into this. Man, oh man, I decided to just go in there one day without my mask on and see like, hey, like let's try to like get back to a little normalcy. Let's see how this feels. Um, that was the worst shopping experience of my life. I've never felt like more of a jackass in my life because I walk in, I'm the literally only person in there with a mask, and I realize, oh no, this isn't a return to normalcy. Everyone just thinks I'm an anti-masker. Oh no. I was like, no, that's not true. I was just, oh no, I was trying to. I thought this was going to be like a big moment. It was just a really awkward like, oh my God. And the problem is I didn't figure out I was the only person in there that didn't have a mask on until I was like pretty much like down my second aisle because I just didn't see anybody else in the store. So all of a sudden I'm walking around, I notice like a few people like here and there and everywhere because it's like 8 o'clock at night. So it's not like it's packed in there, but I'm literally the only person not wearing a mask, and I'm like, oh, I'm such a jackass. Oh man. Oh geez. And by that point I'd already like grabbed a few things. So I'm like, I have to just finish a shopping trip. I have to just finish this shopping trip and just get out of here and never do this again. Felt like such a tool. Oh boy. I was like, yeah. I was like, we gotta like see how it is. And I was like, no, no, it was too soon. It was way too soon. It was 2021. It was too soon. Um, yeah. All right. Now how do they look? All right, that's a little bit better. Still some accordion ass sleeves, but I'll take it. All right, these aren't gonna be quite like this. These are gonna be more like gonna flow out and like flow in and out a little bit more. I am still making all sorts of bad drawing habits. Oh, what is? Oh, actually, no, that is correct because I need to do a little bit of this because you're gonna see the inside. Okay, yeah. There we go. Oh, we also need, no, not that. The top of the shoulder up there. All right, there we go. Oh, nope, wrong one. There we go. All right, there we go. We got some clothes. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so essentially I was talking about school and how I usually wear a mask. Or I did the past years, and for this year I'm encouraged not to. The people in my school are jackasses, so it'll be hilarious to see what happens. Or sad. That depends on whether or not you're in high school or college. If you're in college, um, and you wear the mask, uh, there'll be a few people who care, but a lot less people will. Um, if you are in high school, uh, it'll be bad, and if they're jackasses, they will never let you forget it if you wear one like the first day. You have to like really own it. And they have to like if they try to make fun of you for it, you have to be like, "Heck yeah, I did. So what?" And then just like smile and walk away. That's the only way to deal with uh people in high school that are trying to bully you, and even that's probably not going to work very well. I say this as a person who was bullied in high school, and B, a former high school teacher who knows what y'all were like at that age. Um, there is something about high school, man, and it has fully to do with just where you guys are at your point in like human development and the makeup of your brains and whatnot, where you're like right at the age where you start being able to express yourself more and uh, be able to have like being able to express yourself more and better, but also at the same time not having like a fully formed prefrontal cortex or the life experience to realize, hey, the stuff that I'm saying right now, I think is kind of funny, but it's actually some really messed up shit. Um, that stuff hasn't really coalesced yet, and it's that way for everybody, like literally everybody. So, uh, yeah, just I will say this: be careful. There's a whole difference between silencing the haters is actually more difficult than it sounds. Oh man, I'm just looking at the shoulders of this mannequin I've made and they're so messed up. This one's so long, this one's so short. Anyways, I'm just gonna try to not think about that. Alright, but there we go. Alright, let's see. Just say, fuck that mask, I wore it before already. Yeah. Alright. Now, I'm at the point of what to do next. No. Shabba. Shabba shabba. Because I got about, 15 minutes exactly. 15 minutes exactly. I don't know why all of a sudden that popped into my head to sing that in the style of, ooh, baby, I love the way. But that's where we are. Alright, what do I do? I think this is alright. You know what? It's not a bad first attempt. I'll give myself that. I still need to figure out shoulders. I always make shoulders way too wide. Yeah, good first try. That's what I'm going to chalk this up to. Definitely Definitely could use some more work, but I'm just gonna say, you know what, good first try. And leave it at that. Let's see. Now, here's one thing. I think I made this, honestly, I think I made this a little too. Yeah, because I'm looking at it on her, and even though it does like hang off, it still goes in a little bit after the chest. Not much, but a little. Yeah, because I was thinking this doesn't look very feminine, and I was trying to figure out why, and it really is because I haven't let it go in at all. Okay, that's better. Man, like actually having something go in at the waist, that's one of those little things that's like, oh, if it hangs down straight, it's a dude. If it goes in, it's a guy. I mean, it's a girl. It, if it doesn't, it's masculine. If it does, it's feminine. And it's one of those things that's just like ingrained into the mind and body. So when you're looking at it, you're like, it's not quite right, and I just don't know why. All right, and then what have I? What do I? That's what I use the markers. Okay, I'm gonna do something a little weird, but okay, that's too much. I'm gonna go down to like a 10 opacity, but like just adding like a little shadow there, little shadow there. Does that help? No, that doesn't really. I'm just trying stuff right now, honestly. I got a little bit of time left, and I'm like, how do I really sell this as women's clothes? Does adding shadow down here help? Maybe. Maybe it's the fact that it's just not dark. Or maybe it just needs to focus more on like where the light is coming from. Yeah, because if it's coming from that direction, and then we do this and we do that, and there's also going to be like, we don't need that color, we need this color. So we need that, and then it is gonna go in like a little bit. Oh, what am I doing with my life? I'm kind of at the point right now where I don't have enough time left to start anything new, so I'm just trying to like, I'm just trying to play around and see like what works and what doesn't. None of this stuff I'm too happy with. I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to like shading, it definitely needs it, but I don't know how to do this properly. Let's see. Use shading for that. Pick a direction the light will be coming from. Then cell shade, shell shade. I shell seashores by the seashore. I sell seashells by the seashore. Maybe. Oh, wait. Okay, no. All right. So on the lady over here, I was making like this whole area darker, and I was like, why does that look weird? It's because it's really just here. And then maybe along this side. Maybe in here. Because I'm kind of imagining the light is coming from this direction. And it's hitting in the back. So, or hitting from the side, I should say. So if that's the case. Okay, 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 okay. So if that's the case, then there's going to be a little bit right there. A little right there. A little bit of shading right there. Definitely along here in the arm. Definitely along here. Let's see. Definitely in here. Definitely along this side. Over here. Over here. Okay, okay. Then, actually, if it's hidden from the side. Nope, hit the wrong button. Ah, too much. Actually, you know what? That's good. I'm way, way far out. Actually, if it's hitting from the side, I should be doing this. If I was doing this for real, I'd be doing this a different layer, but I'm just like, yeah, who cares? Um, Alright, there we go. And then there would be some underneath the arms. And then on the other side of the accordion sleeves. And the back side of the accordion sleeves, on the underside of the accordion sleeves. And then over here as well. Tell you what, is this weird? One of my favorite parts about drawing is shading. Like, I really love figuring that out. And I definitely don't always get it right, but I do enjoy it. And along here. Oh wait. Oh wait, I've really messed up some of these accordion sleeves. Wait, no, I haven't messed up some of these accordion sleeves. No, that was the eraser. Alright, a little bit underneath there. And I will say one thing I do need to fix is that we can kind of see the other side of this. Excuse me. There be some a little bit of shading underneath here. Maybe a little bit along here. Now, stop hitting the button on the ding dang pen. I get more frustrated with shading, but like the payoff. Yeah. I get most frustrated with trying to put my darn lines in. That's what gets me. Alright. Which, is kind of the point. Then we'll just blend these a bit for funsies, because I mostly just love the blend tool. Because the moment I discovered this, it made shading a lot of fun. I was like, ah, you just have a make things look good tool. At least that's what it felt like. Although need to be careful with this because I put all of this on the same layer. So if I start going real crazy with the blender, I end up with that. All right. As all of these colors blend together into just brown. Yep. All right. Well, also, the way I did this made her look like she has a bit of a gut. I just realized. So if we go more like that, does that make it look more like she doesn't have a gut? Because the model did not have a gut. That just looks bad. Actually, part of the thing that does that is, hold up a minute, line right there. That's why I can't find the pen. All right. No, I want that and then that. All right, there we go. There we go. Now she doesn't look like she has a gut. All right, there we go. And with that, it is 9:59. Definitely not my best shading. I don't know. I'm just trying stuff out. I'm trying to figure it out. We're this is a fuck around and find out channel, minus any drama. God. Oh, I hope I never have internet drama. That sounds awful. Because it sounds like internet drama sounds like one of those things where I wouldn't know is happening until all of a sudden someone's like, "Hey, why do you hate so and so?" And I'm like, "I do." uh, that's what internet drama feels like to me sometimes, where it's people like, "Oops, you found out about this thing I'm trying to hide for forever," or it's like, "Oops, you found out about something that I didn't even know about and apparently I'm embroiled in." That's what it all feels like to me. Um, anyways, uh, it is 10 o'clock. I have to get up early tomorrow so I can go take my car to get fixed. But I'm glad to be back at it like a good habit. And I hope to see you guys all on Thursday while I work on some dude clothes. Um, All right. I will see you all then. You guys have a good night, all right? Peace. Bye. See ya.